Morning headlines before you step out. Midday updates while you work. Evening analysis when the day winds down. Wherever life takes you, Aneke TV keeps you informed, connected, and ahead. Aneke TV. Move with the world.
In a world that never stands still, where stories break in seconds and moments shape history, one station keeps you connected to your nation, to the continent, to the world.
From breaking news to powerful stories, from business and politics to culture, lifestyle and entertainment, we inform, we inspire, we keep you ahead.
This is more than television. This is your window to everywhere that matters.
Aneke TV. Move with the world.
We sincerely apologize for the break in transmission. Now we return back to the news. The federal government has launched an emergency intervention to protect Nigeria's rice industry amid a surge in smuggling. Minister of State for Industry, Trade and Investment John Owan-Eno warned that illegal imports threaten national food security. Nearly 19 local mills have shut down while remaining operations run below capacity. The government has promised aggressive policy measures to protect domestic processors from unfair competition. The Rice Processors Association of Nigeria highlighted that the crisis threatens over 10 million farmers and 100,000 direct employees. Rising production costs and infrastructure deficits make local rice more expensive than smuggled alternatives. The ministry is demanding credible data from industry leaders to design transparent, enforceable trade policy. Officials said the goal is to ensure Nigerian-grown rice dominates the domestic market while safeguarding livelihoods. The federal government has ordered the immediate closure of African Refractory and Allied Product Company in Ogijo, Ogun State. The Minister of State for Labor and Employment, Nkiru Onyejocha, acted after discovering workers exposed to hazardous silica dust. The substance is linked to severe respiratory diseases. The ministry issued a prohibition notice to halt further exposure and launched a full investigation into factory operations. Officials also discovered expired operational license and discrepancies in declared production activities, indicating multiple regulatory breaches under the Factories Act. Minister Onyejocha said workplace safety takes precedence over industry profits, emphasizing that the government will not tolerate breaches that endanger Nigeria workers' health. The Office of the Accountant General of the Federation has attributed delayed February 2026 salaries to gaps in personnel cost allocations. Agencies most affected include the Ministry of Steel Development, the Nigerian Export Promotion Council, and the Rural Electrification Agency. While most federal workers have been paid, staff in some agencies remain in limbo as the government works to bridge the deficits. Bank policies also causing delays. Employees with accounts at Standard Chartered Bank cannot access salaries due to minimum opening balance requirement of 7 million naira. The Accountant General confirmed funds have been sent to the bank. Agencies are now required to coordinate with the Ministry of Finance to release outstanding payments promptly. Omar Mohammed, former Group Managing Director of the Nigerian Army Properties Limited, plans to approach the Supreme Court to challenge his conviction for alleged misappropriation of company funds. Mohammed had appealed a special court-martial ruling which found him guilty over transactions executed during his tenure. He claimed the directives came from the then Chief of Army Staff, who was not prosecuted. The retired officer said his trial was unfair and likened his situation to former Transport Minister Umaru Dikko following the 1983 Nigerian coup. Mohammed argued that while convicted, he merely implemented approved directives. He seeks judicial review to clear his name and contest the legitimacy of the judgment. Residents of Aba, Abia State are struggling with the recent increase in premium motor spirit PMS prices. Prices rose from 850 naira to 930 naira per litre to between 1,240 and 1,300 naira according to reports. Minibus driver Judo Keke said trips from Abatu Umaya increased from 1,000 to 1,500, reducing passenger loads. Petty traders like Victoria Ifani said the surge raises the cost of moving farm produce into town. Teachers and other workers report tighter budgets due to rising transport and fuel costs. Residents are calling on the government to implement urgent measures to reduce petrol prices. Now in sports, Nigeria's women basketball team, the Tigers, have arrived in Lyon, France for the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup 2026 qualifying tournament. The squad began training and conditioning on Monday ahead of Wednesday's opener against Colombia. The 12-women roster, led by head coach Rena Wakama, will also face South Korea, the Philippines, France, and Germany during the qualifiers. Having already qualified for the 2026 World Cup in Berlin, the team views the European tour as a key test of form and strategy. The Tigers will continue their historic season with an April exhibition in the United States against WBNA SAD Minnesota Lynx, marking a first of its kind international engagement. Still in sports, the Nigerian Boxing Federation (NBF) aims to win 6 gold medals at the 2026 Commonwealth Games in Glasgow. Open trials at the National Stadium to produce 40 standard boxers for a rigorous training and selection phase. The final squad will consist of 10 athletes, including African Games gold medalist Patricia Mbatha and heavyweight Kenneth Aniboro. NBF Vice President Omolei Imadu said the team's target is 10 medals, with gold as the primary focus, a major improvement from 2022 Birmingham Games. National Sports Commission Director General Bukola Olapade pledged full support to ensure the athletes are in peak condition ahead of the July tournament in Scotland. Nigeria's Victor Osimhen is at risk of suspension for Galatasaray's Champions League last 16 clash against Liverpool. Already booked twice this season, a third yellow card would enforce a one-match ban for the return leg at Anfield. The African Footballer of the Year is crucial to Galatasaray's attacking strategies. Spanish referee Jesus Gil Manzano will monitor play closely. UEFA disciplinary rules impose suspensions at the 3rd, 5th and 7th cautions, placing extra pressure on Osimhen to avoid reckless challenges. Fans are anxious as missing their star striker could severely affect Galatasaray's chances in the European competition. Now in entertainment, Nollywood actor Daniel Etimefyong has described his marriage to Toyosi Efyong as a business enterprise, highlighting the partnership as both romantic and pragmatic. He made the remarks on the Man's Plantation podcast. Efyong acknowledged the experience's attraction to others, but emphasized that it is separate from the committed love he shares with his wife. He further stated that his wife remains his primary partner, taking precedence over their children in shared decision-making. The couple, who recently welcomed their 3rd child, maintained transparency and mutual respect as the foundation of their marriage, despite public fascination with their open discussions of intimacy and attraction. And now to end the news across the country, here are the main points again. President Bola Tinubu has declared Nigeria has overcome major economic challenges under his administration. He noted that state governors no longer rely on bank loans to pay salaries, marking a significant improvement in fiscal stability. The president made the remarks while hosting religious and traditional leaders for an interfaith breaking of the fast at the presidential villa, Abuja. He emphasized that his administration is committed to sustaining economic growth and national prosperity. Alhaji Saad Abubakar, Sultan of Sokoto, has urged Nigerian leaders and citizens to exercise responsible speech to safeguard national unity and stability. He made the appeal following his return from the Umrah pilgrimage in Makkah, Saudi Arabia. The monarch emphasized that mutual respect and avoidance of inflammatory rhetoric are essential for peace and called on government officials at all levels to guide public communication in a manner that respects Nigeria's diverse faiths and ethnicities. That's news across the country at noon. For breaking news and eyewitness reports, call 070-304-37110 or follow us on Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, all at Aneke TV. On behalf of the producer Chidi Masowa and the entire news team, I'm Good Hope Chukuma, thanking you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day.
My name is Dr. Emmanuel Ihechi Asonye. I am the CEO of Omenka App LLC. I created Omenka App for the preservation of Igbo language and culture. Omenka App was established in New Mexico, and it is headquartered in Albuquerque, but currently we are also being registered in Nigeria. We have a website. We are also on social media because my app is primarily for the Igbo community. In 2006, something significant happened among the Igbo community. UNESCO predicted that Igbo language was going to go into extinction, and that was because Igbo people are one of the most traveled people in the whole world. So the more children are born outside of Igbo land, the more they get disconnected. The app is on iOS, it's also on Android. Access the website and download the app from there. And over 2,000 people are using the app right now. But there's an app that will teach you about Igbo culture, Igbo people. We have Igbo poems, we have riddles and jokes, we have Igbo proverbs, then we have the word section where you are going to search Igbo words. Whatever word that you can find in English, you want to make sure it is found in the app in Igbo language. And I encourage everybody from their communities, you can do what we're doing in Omenka app with your own language and with your own culture. Do not allow your culture or your language to die.
Need advert placements, coverage for events, or the latest news stories? Call 070-3043-7110 right now. Aneke TV, move with the world. Across Nigeria, electricity has become an everyday struggle. Blackouts are no longer occasional. They are part of daily life for millions of Nigerians. In homes, families spend long hours in darkness. Parents worry about keeping food fresh. Children struggle to study. And the cost of running generators adds to household expenses in an already challenging economy. Businesses are also feeling the pinch. Shops, restaurants, and small factories often spend more on fuel for generators than they earn in daily revenue. Perishable goods spoil. Production slows. Evening sales decline. Electricity, which should be a basic necessity, has become a luxury. Experts say the crisis stems from multiple factors: technical failures and aging infrastructure in the national grid, frequent gas shortages, and operational inefficiencies in distribution companies all contribute. Maintenance outage and tariff adjustments have further reduced the supply of electricity across the country. The impact on national development is significant. Schools struggle to conduct evening classes. Hospitals depend heavily on generators to keep life-saving equipment running. Businesses lose revenue, and the cost of doing business rises. The lack of stable electricity slows economic growth and limits opportunities for millions of Nigerians. Experts recommend practical solutions: increasing electricity generation, especially through renewable sources like solar, wind, and hydro, could reduce reliance on gas. Upgrading and maintaining infrastructure, stabilizing gas supply, and encouraging private sector participation in independent power projects would help expand supply and improve efficiency. Off-grid solutions such as solar panels, mini-grids, and inverters can supplement national supply, ensuring homes, schools, and businesses continue to function during outages. Energy conservation, smart meters, and transparent billing systems can also reduce losses and encourage reliable supply. Some businesses have already combined solar power with backup generators, cutting fuel costs by nearly half. Schools and hospitals using mini-grids continue operations even when the national grid fails. Expanding these solutions nationwide could significantly reduce the impact of blackouts, saving households money and boosting productivity. For now, Nigerians wait for a lasting solution. Stable and reliable electricity is not just convenience, it is the backbone of daily life, economic growth, and national development.
Need advert placements, coverage for events, or the latest news stories? Call 070-3043-7110 right now and Aneke TV, live with the world. Welcome to your favorite entertainment show here on Aneke TV, and today I call it Make It Monday, and you know what it means. We make the money and and you can always tune on our official hand page on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook to always watch our interesting entertainment show live on Aneke TV. I go by the name Gift Obodo. I still remain your one and only favorite social lawyer. And today it's a little bit rosy and all full of dimensional for me. But you know what? I will not stop spilling those hot gossip. I call it hot gossip. I call it hot gossip because I know you guys want to hear the trending things happening on the entertainment industry, and I will not leave any corner untouched today. Okay, moving over to my first gist for today. I'm going to talk about it's a sad story, but the twist around the story makes it more beautiful, and Nigerians have their own way of having comments, mental comments, and it's all about BBF gone wrong. A young lady passed away over an unsuccessful BBF surgery in Lagos. Friends and loved ones are mourning Elena Jessica, who reportedly passed away after complication from a second BBL surgery. The procedure really went wrong during the operation. Just imagine. Can you just take a look? Watching, and I said, what do women want? It's just a question on my mind. What do women want actually? Because she went for the first surgery, she turned out this amazing. So I don't know what else she's looking for. Is there any extra thing to having BBL by most female Lagosians in Lagos? Because it's something that we need to talk about, because the frequent incident of young ladies dying due to this procedure should actually serve as a method and a means to deter others from going into the same way. But you see, ladies, in outrageous numbers go forth to perform the same surgery, and I don't understand, because when I was reading it, I don't know if I should be sad, I should be happy, or I should, but for me, I feel like it's a way to tell ladies, appreciate who you are, appreciate the way you look, you are beautiful. If you are actually, going into this procedure because of peer pressure, please deter yourself away from it, because I don't know what you'll be doing out there, looking all, good in your natural way. You are trying to add up, and end up, complicating your health and a lot of things for yourself. And going online again to beg online viewers to support you. You are the head risk of dying, and we should just donate. I'm not gonna donate to interestingly, because I don't know, why will I donate for you? You went on a knife, on your own sole decision. I don't think anyone owes you that duty or responsibility to facilitate your reason when you are the one that went into this problem, this predicament yourself. So just imagine this elegant young lady with high vision, career and everything all gone on the name of what? BBL. So it should serve as a warning to the, I don't know, our young ladies there. Be contented with what you have. If you have small body shape, this small in a moderate, just you know, be who you are, because men out there just want to just, you know, flirt around and they go over. They know the ones they want. Actually, you know, it's a you know, trendy things for ladies out there, mostly especially in Lagos. So we should leave it for them. Okay, moving over to my second gist for today. It's about the legend, the Nollywood legend, the Nollywood legend. I call him legend, Pet Edochie. You know, in his recent listen, Pet Edochie does not charge for any role. He revealed that at 70 he already made enough money and was concerned with helping the next generation. To him, everything is not money. If he is to charge what he should charge, that means he should charge up to 50 million for a role. And how many people will afford this? This was related from the current occurrences where he ventured into a promotion with Brainjota and within a show of 20 minutes there was a skyrocket of views. About millions of people tuned in to watch this promotion. It actually did for our comedian Brainjota, and it is he's living as a legend. He's living the footstep and the pattern he is supposed to live, because I've got to ask some series of questions, and I was like, okay, this our upcoming Nollywood actors, can they emulate the lifestyle and the dignitaries in Nollywood? Can they actually emulate the lifestyles of these legends, our old legends, the likes of Chiwetel, the likes of Perfect Dochie? These people are people that has made Nollywood come up to the stage and standard it is in this our current situation. Can people be able to emulate these people like this? I've been wondering, and I keep asking myself, is it just something of our current upcomings and already in the industry? Is it a thing of cruise for them, or is it a thing of certain anchored backgrounds and footsteps for others to imitate them? Because I think once these legends are gone, I don't know, is there any trademark or footstep for others to emulate, the younger ones upcoming? Because with what I'm saying in the industry, it's the money. It's always a war talk for money for them, the younger ones. So would they be able to go down the above standard to give us what we actually want, or would there be a money talk standard for these people? Because what is happening today in our country in the entertainment industry is something that we need to regulate. Some actors coming in, play their role, and the high demand. Some producers are complaining about the high demand of these actors, and they're not able to cope up because they consider the cost of production, they consider the cost of things that you use for the cast and everything. So now all these popular actors always demand and they are not able to meet up, and the challenges. Should we actually look into this new diversity of what is happening, or should we just overlook something? But that's the talk for you guys to speak about. Moving up to my next gist, I have Katefe is now officially the first African streamer to reach 600k followers on Twitch. This has never happened before. He's the first ever to do this, and the most beautiful thing is that he didn't go out there begging big faces to collaborate with him. I think there's a problem here. For me personally, my view, I think Katefe went into this glorious publicity. I think for me, the break moment when I knew I must start like Katefe Twitch, I had to be like, what is Twitch? What's it all about? Was the day he hosted the lives of Davido. Yes, at that point I was like, oh, okay, what's going on here? What's this all about? What's Katafa bringing to the table? Because we're all used to, the live streams of Pella, but when Davido was like, it was not the whole thing was trending, and people were like, what's happening? Like, what's happening? God, I just wanted to know what's gonna happen, what's it all about. The video, the anxiety and the curiosity that comes with that Davido is gonna host or be a co-host in Katafe's live stream. People were like where is it gonna happen? People talk to Twitter or TikTok, but Davido was like giving it Twitch, and people were like, okay, let's know about this Twitch. What is it all about? What is it? People started tuning, people started dissecting and getting used and familiarized with this app. But today, see, the young man is becoming the African most followed streamer on Twitch. It is something like I always say, yes, never give up. It's not a matter of who started the race. It's how far you have gone on your own pace. Everybody has his own destiny timeline, and that's today. And now it's for Katafe to rule and become the king where he is zoned. And then he went to do things in an extraordinary way, and people commend him for being this. And okay, we move over to my next gist, and it's all about the commentary made by the comedian Zig Salome, the skit maker. I don't know, you guys should know about Zig Salome and his old tantrums about ladies. We see him mostly in female attire, exhibiting, these women girlish, showcase of skit making. And it's so, for me, it's something very unique because, now it's a male coming in to play a female gender role, in bringing it into his comedy or skit to make people understand that what a woman can do better, a man or an odogu parara can do much better. Do you understand? And it is a thing of but the main thing, my main issue today is when he said a lot of girls who claim to be in a relationship aren't really in one. They just have a permanent hookup man out there supporting them. For me, it's a lie. I know some men out there will shouting, yes, it's true, yes, it's true, yes, it's true. For me, nah, lie. I don't agree. I don't agree for anybody. I don't agree at all. Because what? There are so many hardworking there. So me gift here. I stand to deny that whole thing he said, because it's for me it's not applicable. In as much as there are other ladies there, trying to paint other good ones bad, but it should not be a thing of generalization for me. It's still of specific desire and a specific want for a person. Is it a personalized something? It's not something that should be generalized for the ladies out there. There's some women that some ladies want it easy, and you don't blame them. As a lady, you don't blame some other ones for coming out there and trying to make life easy for them and trying to get one segmented held down, pinned down Odogu right there to fund her lifestyle. Well, that being said, let's move to the next gist, and it's saying 500 million naira to go back to SS3 or 200 million naira to continue with your present life. 500 million naira and go back to SS3 and 200 million naira to continue with your present life. For me, I know that this is going to be a different thing of debate, but I think what I have achieved now should be better than my yesterday, because I don't know if I go back to yesterday how it will all turn out. Even maybe the 5 million naira will not even be enough for me when I get to this my present time. So I think I will move on with my present, and I think I can actually utilize the 20 million naira brilliantly, because with what I have experienced, with my experience now, I'll just break down what I'll use that 200 million naira to do, because I'm gonna use it to set up and establish and grow from there. Because It's for me, it's a thing of growth. I think I've laid the basic foundations, and while growing up, you should know what you want and what exactly you stand to gain in doing some certain things. So it should not be when you're getting older, you're still strategizing, and it will make you confused, because some people will be like, hey, let me go back to my with what I know now, let me go back to my SS3. For me, no backward, we are going forward. Nobody's going back there to receive punishment, kneel down, hands up, doing this. No. I'm not going back. The baby girl and mom knows what she wants, and I'm going with a 20 million naira to establish myself. And you know what I mean? No, I'm not going back there. So moving on to my next disease, and it says, serious question, how many days is acceptable not to hear from someone you are dating, because it has now been 3 days and I'm already ready to text this man and have a good life? For me, okay, 1 day is acceptable, maybe with excuses, tangible excuses, like that you did something and something happened, you were never to reach out to tell me what's going on. 1 day, but if it passes that day, and moves over to the second day, you're dating yourself. Yes, I mean, you're actually dating yourself. You are actually dating yourself, because at that point, I'll just see that thing as something we call situationship. For me, it's gonna be situationship, because you are alone. You're a loner. Because I don't see any reason why a man, knowing fully well he is in a serious relationship, will not, I repeat myself, will not find out time, even in his basic schedule. Yeah, it doesn't rate you. The man don't rate you at all. On your own. Otilo. The man don't send you if you want. Be dying. Don't go and look for something and be doing. Because I feel like, man, maybe I won't say it, because some people will just use I and kill me here, but let me leave it for, but I always say to my ladies, you know what you want. Don't over prioritize, things that you know that are hurting you, and you keep prioritizing them. Keep believing. Once it starts down, when you are married to that person, it continues. It's not something that you come and you say, married, I will change him. You're not changing anybody. There's nothing like change. Like, you're not changing him. He's him, and he's him alone. So if you can't change him now, don't expect any different thing he's doing in marriage. Because a man that you're actually dating, that is not always updating you about his whereabouts, lifestyle and everything, and you think when you marry him tomorrow he'll come and update you, lie, you're on your own. Because the young man there doesn't understand this thing you're talking about. He wants to just live his life and do everything, because he feels like you're already used to him doing this when you guys were actually dating. So what do you want now? You are married. Why are you disturbing him? I beg. So anything as a young lady, you're dating someone, if you don't like something, walk up and say, I don't like this. If he refuses to change, he keeps doing the same thing over and over again, I feel like the next thing to do is, my dear, if you can't endure, go out. Walk out of the relationship. That's just what it's gonna be. Don't say, I can do it. You can't do it. So, okay, moving over to the next segment of my entertainment show. I think you guys will be, anticipating this for a long time, but I'm bringing it on. I have this movie. I repeat, this movie that has been trending, that has been done by our female legend. You guys know this woman. She has been in the industry for decades. What I mean, ever growing young, elegant, lady. She's every day young. she don't get old. But actually, I saw her and her children on an event. I was like, this lady, what's happening? She should just come and tutor me on something. Okay, my movie for today is no other than Mother's Love, which will be coming live on cinema on 6th of March. It's already there. You can always go and watch. And this movie is about, in The Mother's Love, a young woman named Adebisi leaves her sheltered upbringing to begin her NYSC year and discovers independence, new relationships, and reality of life. Her journey strains her family ties, especially with her mother, Labeke, whose own past and deep commitment to protecting her daughter complicates her relationship. And this movie we're talking about is directed by Omotala Jelade Ekinde. In her directorial movie debut, she's a star of the movie Labeke, and she has the likes of Nosares and Oworu, these Yoruba, great actors. And this has been released in the Nigerian cinema. And this movie, for me, it has bring to me a pictured narrative. When I mean pictured narrative, I mean seeing a mother who cared deeply for her child, but with her belief on some certain things, she has tried to restrain, and knowing fully well that the outward is not good, and she's trying to reach her daughter. But as a child, I understand the lady, the young girl. You have to feel a bit of independence, like as a young lady you have to have that feeling, because it nurtures you. Even when you are married, you understand that you're not going to carry all your loads, everything, and just one. If in case anything happens to the star of your family or the person there, you'll be frustrated, looking all detached from the society, looking like a haggard, this what we call haggard witch. Have you ever heard about a haggard witch? That is what you'll be looking like. But leaving that one, we'll move to my next, about fashion. Fashion, and I love fashion. Everything about fashion. I like being styled, being stylish is something for me. It's very, very, very top, stuff for me. If as a young lady you are not that stylish for me, I perceive it in such a dynamic way. But for me, okay, let's move to see the red carpet from 2026 Sage Award. Sage Award from Louis Vuitton and to Balenciaga and the rest. The 2026 Actor Awards, formerly known as the Sage Award, have officially landed, and it's a thing of drama in the Hollywood. And moving over, see my elegant woman there. She's Infinity in her Louis Vuitton. She was nominated for her best performance in one battle after another. Just imagine this list of all dynamics. And she's also a representative of Louis Vuitton ambassador, and how she wore a custom hand-knitted embroidered gown paired with a matching headpiece. I felt an intentional way about her dressing. It's all elegancy and a sense of a modest woman. She's not open. She just elegancy. Just watch the dressing. It's a very good piece. And we have Yerinaha in her Balenciaga. Everyone is currently in love with the Yerinaha, and yes, her skin deserves its own publicity. At this point, her first ever actor award appearance. And this lady, the next lady, is Tina Tyler in Tom Brownie and Tiffany and Co. This lady, you see this lady, for me, she embodies elegancy and her way of acting. She knows how to act into life what she represents. She is a brand of her own. Like, just imagine those outfits, embroidered tule mermaid skirts adorned with 400,000 sequins and 1,075,000 beats. This thing is something that you need to watch. And over to our Nigerian designers, and we have the likes of other outfit that I like on the red carpet is Michael B. Jordan in Tom Ford by Hideo Achman, and I have Kate Hudson in Valentino. The next one, yeah, Kate Hudson in Valentino. I have the likes of Tyler James Williams in Sergio Hudson, and the last but not the least for me is Natasha Rothwell in Naheem Khan. This lady is giving me the vibe of an African American woman. See, the gown is gowning. The gown is gowning, all manner of decency, and she still looks elegant. And it is all for now, and this is my fashion recap for you for the week and for Monday. I see your beautiful host. I go by the name Gift Obodo, popularly called Shosho Lawyer. Thank you for being with us on this entertainment show segment. It was fun talking and knowing the fully way that you guys are always about it. You can always send in your comments, it's a chit chat stuff. You can always send in your comments on our official page on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, so many Instagram. Yeah, you can always dialogue, have your comments, read your comments, and be part of this show, because what's this show without you guys? I love you guys, and this, we're gonna do this tomorrow same time, same station, and we're live on Aneke TV. Thank you. Bye.
Morning headlines before you step out. Midday updates while you work. Evening analysis when the day winds down. Wherever life takes you, Aneke TV keeps you informed, connected, and ahead. Aneke TV. Move with the world.
Need ad replacements, coverage for events, or the latest news stories? Call 070-3043-7110 right now. Aneke TV, move with the world. In a world that never stands still, where stories break in seconds and moments shape history, one station keeps you connected to your nation, to the continent, to the world.
From breaking news to powerful stories, from business and politics to culture, lifestyle and entertainment, we inform, we inspire, we keep you ahead.
This is more than television. This is your window to everywhere that matters.
Aneke TV. Move with the world.
In functional democracies and competitive economies, meritocracy is not a slogan, it is a system. A system where competence determines opportunity, performance drives advancement, and leadership is earned, not inherited or imposed. In Nigeria, however, the persistent triumph of mediocrity over merit continues to shape recruitment processes, elective positions, and leadership outcomes across critical sectors of national life. From public service employment to political office, from academia to corporate governance, troubling pattern has emerged. Access often trumps ability, loyalty outweighs competence, and short-term political calculations override long-term national interests. In the public sector, recruitment exercises are officially designed to be competitive, involving written examinations, interviews, and eligibility screening. Yet, multiple surveys and independent audits have consistently shown that informal influence, patronage networks, and bribery remain significant determinants of who gets hired. This reality has produced ministries, departments, and agencies burdened with underqualified personnel, struggling to deliver on complex policy mandates in a rapidly evolving global environment. The consequences are not abstract. They manifest in delayed project execution, weak policy implementation, inefficient service delivery, and ballooning recurrent expenditure with minimal value creation. When institutions are staffed without regard for skill or capacity, governance becomes reactive rather than strategic. The problem is not limited to recruitment alone. Nigeria's elective political system reflects the same crisis of merit. In many cases, candidates emerge not through rigorous debate, policy clarity, or intellectual depth, but through financial muscle, political godfathers, or ethnic calculations. Electoral outcomes frequently reward popularity, patronage, or vote buying over competence and vision. The result is a leadership deficit that cuts across local government councils, state assemblies, governorships, and even the national legislature, institutions constitutionally taxed with lawmaking, oversight, and representation, yet often lacking the technical depths required to interrogate budgets, scrutinize policies, or design forward-looking legislation. Other sectors tell a similar story. In education, the erosion of merit in academic appointment has weakened research quality and global competitiveness. In some tertiary institutions, promotions and leadership roles are influenced more by internal politics than scholarly output. In the corporate space, family ties and informal networks sometimes override professional management principles, limiting innovation and sustainability. Ironically, Nigeria continues to produce world-class professionals who excel in merit-driven systems abroad, from medicine and engineering to technology, finance, and academia. Their success outside the country reinforces a painful truth. The problem is not Nigerian capacity or Nigerian systems. Countries that have achieved rapid development offer contrasting examples. Singapore, Rwanda, and South Korea institutionalize meritocracy through transparent recruitment, performance-based promotion, and zero tolerance for patronage. Leadership selection in these systems prioritize competence, integrity, and accountability, even when politically inconvenient. Back home, the cost of failing to do the same is increasingly evident. Brain drain has accelerated as skilled Nigerians seek environments where effort is rewarded fairly. Public trust in institutions has declined, and citizens grow more cynical about processes they perceive as rigged or predetermined. Yet, experts argue that the tide can be turned. Strengthening meritocracy requires deliberate reform, not rhetoric. Transparent digital recruitment platforms, independently supervised examinations, enforceable sanctions for recruitment breaches, and clear performance metrics are critical starting points. In the political space, electoral reforms that reduce the influence of money, strengthen internal party democracy, and encourage issue-based campaigns are essential to improving leadership quality. Civil society, the media, and the electorate also carry responsibility to interrogate candidates, demand competence, and reject mediocrity at the ballot box. Ultimately, meritocracy is not elitism, it is fairness. It is the assurance that every Nigerian, regardless of background, has a genuine chance to rise based on ability and effort. Without it, Institutions weaken, leadership falters, and national ambition remains unrealized. For Nigeria to compete globally, govern effectively, and harness its vast human capital, merit must no longer be optional. It must become the standard. In recruitment, in elections, and in every field where decisions shape the nation's future.
Hello and welcome to another wonderful edition of Teens Fun Hub, coming your way on Aneke TV. This is the Teens Zone, where you can get your nerves relaxed, where you can get entertained, informed, and educated. Are you ready to join us on this special edition? We've got lots of exciting packages all for you. You might be tired or probably you just want to relax. We've got the right thing for you. Your medicine is with us. Don't go anywhere. Remember, you can join us. You can actually follow us on our social media handles on Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok, YouTube, all at Aneke TV. You can like, comment, and share. Just give us a thumbs up. We appreciate it so much. Don't go anywhere. I am your host for the show. I am Auntie Onyi. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Teens Fun Hub on Aneke TV. Let us join Callista on the entertainment segment.
Hello amazing teenagers, welcome to the entertainment segment where we get the latest, the hottest and the sweetest gist from the Nigerian entertainment scene. So don't go anywhere, sit back and get ready to have some fun. Before I dive into today's story, I would love to share how I came about this gist. So on a certain day at the library, I was minding my business and a guy walked up to me, dropped a paper and left. I picked up the paper, read it, and on it was written, "You look like my friend, Queen Maddie. Do you know her?" I smiled because at that time I knew nothing about Queen Maddie, but that left me with a curiosity to learn and research about this girl, and I discovered that this girl is actually a shining star in our country that many teenagers know nothing about. Queen Maddie is a 19 years old girl from Delta State. She was born in Benin City on the 1st day of July 2006. She started singing from church, then in school, and today she's one of the rising artists that Nigerian has. Her first viral clip, known as See Finish, caused a heavy wave on the internet, and today she's one of the people, teenagers, especially those who are interested in singing, look up to. What does this story tell us? It tells us that age, environment, money does not limit your dreams. You just need to stay focused, stay consistent, and also work hard to achieve your dreams. Until next time, I am Ofia Callista, your host on Entertainment Gist. Bye.
Hello and welcome to the shout. On the list is Ifunanya Onyeyilim, and MC One Mike is wishing his wife a happy birthday. She is indeed a sweet soul to him, and he prays that the good Lord continues to bless her and make her prosper in all she does. We pray in Jesus' name. Amen. The next person we have on the list is Ifechukwu Ijegalu, who is also celebrating her birthday. Happy birthday to you, Ifechukwu Ijegalu. We wish you the best life can offer. We wish you long life, prosperity all the way from Teens Fun Hub on Aneke TV. We pray that this special day of yours is the one that you will not forget in a hurry. Happy birthday to you, Ifechukwu Ijegalu. And then finally on the list, this one is, the most special to me personally, because this person reached out to me and said, I want to celebrate my friend for being a good friend. Mesoma Chuku, who is known as Oma, is celebrating Chinedu Miracle for being a good friend. She is thanking God and celebrating their bond, and the journey has not been easy, I must tell. But because this miracle, I can tell, has been dedicated and giving his best to this union, this friendship, Mesoma is celebrating you from the studio, and she wishes you all the good things life can offer. Thank you, Chinedu Miracle, for being a good friend. And that is all for the shout out segment. Remember that you can reach out to us here in the studio to celebrate your loved ones all around the world. It could be birthday celebrations, anniversaries, weddings, matriculation, and any celebration of all sorts. It could even be a burial. We still have you here in the studio. Remember, you can actually reach out to us on our Facebook page, on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and X, all at Aneke TV. But if you want a shout out for your loved ones, please call the number 081-0014-5125. I'll call again, 081-0014-5125. You can hit us up for this shout out segment. Now let us go over to the game segment, where the teenagers will be playing an interesting game. Don't go anywhere.
Oh, I tried to go to the casino yesterday.
Yesterday was my mom's birthday.
Big day are really exciting.
Exciting is the best thing in a human being's life. Life is simple.
Simple like what do you actually mean?
People are ugly.
Ugly is not a real definition of beauty. Beauty is pain.
Pain. Pain is earning.
Okay. Earning in dollars is really fun.
Fun things gives happiness. Happiness is life.
Life is worth living.
Living a life of God.
God is the creator of all things. All things. Things.
I was smarter than girls.
Girls are beautiful.
Beautiful ones are not yet born.
Born on 10th of August.
August is the month of rain.
It's the month of
Rain.
rain. Yes. How?
Dark girls are beautiful.
Beautiful girls are everywhere.
Everywhere is nasty.
Nasty places are fun to be.
Be in a serene environment.
Environment is nice.
Nice environment is fun to be.
Be where you are wanted.
Wanted people are always wanted by police.
Okay. Police is your friend.
Friend of an actor.
Actor is a male person.
Person can be found everywhere.
Everywhere is good.
Good people are fun to be with.
With the Lord.
Lord is my strength.
Okay. Strength is good.
Good strength is better than weakness.
Weakness.
So what do you have to say for me? That was a very nice one.
And we have a winner. Collins emerged the winner in today's game segment. Congratulations, Collins, and hold on for your gifts. Moving on, next is the discussion segment. Let's head on for the dissection. Hello and welcome to the discussion segment where we talk about real life talks and everything in between. We're happy and glad to have you join us on the show. With me in the studio are three amazing girls that are actually going to help me and do justice to today's topic. From my right, we have Ugu Chinaza, a very talented, beautiful, excellent, and amazing young lady. Chinaza, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you, Auntie. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Sitting very close to her is another troublemaker you love. Her name is Ugu Chinaza. You're welcome to the show.
Hi, stay tuned.
And finally, is a beautiful, like I don't know how to take away the word beauty from my mouth. She is a very refined and reserved young lady. Her name is Noma. Noma, you're welcome to the show.
Hello everybody, it's going to be an educative ride, so stay tuned.
Alright, how are we doing?
We're fine, just need money.
You need money, okay. God will provide money in Jesus' name. Alright, how about you?
I'm doing fine, I'm good. Just the money also.
I've heard now.
But can he provide the money through you?
Would you like tempting the Lord your God? I do not know why, but it's okay.
I'm good.
Say one.
Alright. So today we've got an interesting topic to talk about. Today's topic is what we titled, it's kind of like a question we're asking to every young person out there. The question is AI ruining creativity? So I ask you all, just a yes or no response. I just want to get that from you. Is AI ruining creativity? Yes or no? Noma?
I'll stand in between a yes and a no.
You cannot stand in between.
You just need a
Okay.
answer.
I'll say no.
No. Okay. What about you?
No.
No. Okay. So has anybody here not used AI before? If you have not used AI, let me see your hand. You see why I call you troublemaker? You see the problem now. So we've all used AI, right? So we know what AI is all about.
Yeah.
Alright. So now let's talk about the purpose of AI. How has AI helped us in this life as teenagers, as students, as wherever we find ourselves? So how has AI helped us? Let's start with you, Norma.
Okay, AI has been, I'd say, beneficial. It has helped our work flow easy, and what other words do I use? Someone should help me. It's just efficient enough when you use AI.
Okay.
And AI is not just when you talk about robotics or all this big machines or something.
Okay.
An AI can easily be your calculator, your wristwatch, your anything that helps you. Even the mics in the microphone that we're using, it helps you. It's helping the people hear us, right? So it's like
it helps us.
Yes,
it
it
helps
is.
us a great deal. All right, Chinaza, what is the purpose from your standpoint? What is the benefits of AI? The purpose it serves you?
Okay, AI has helped me a lot with my studies and my research work. I'm somebody that, I'm a graphic designer, and I usually go online. Most times, when you go online to search for images, stock images, you see that a lot of people have used that image a lot of time. And when you use the same image, it makes you be like you are one of them, or like your work won't be unique. But when you can use AI to generate
Something
new, something unique, something that works for you.
Exactly.
That's how I use AI. And whenever I study, sometimes I don't even need to go through a topic again. I'll just go to my AI, please briefly explain this to me, because brief things really give me joy. I don't have that time, because you see, they say work smart, not hard. There's no need going through a whole textbook where you can get it in 5 minutes.
skills also.
Okay, I think that reminded me of there was this meme when school was starting. They say students are about to start and AI is crying because they overuse AI. Oh my god!
Totally depend.
I'm telling you, AI is literally crying out for help. Okay, now so let's hear from you. How has AI helped you in a little way or so?
It has helped me a lot.
Okay, a lot.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Mainly, let me say, on my studies. That's actually the best part. It do help me in my studies, but not actually briefing, like she says. I like long stories. I like stories. So
You like long stories?
long stories.
Okay.
So I do use AI sometimes when, let me not actually say briefing, but when my textbook is too bulky,
Okay.
I'll just have to use AI to shorten it a little, but not brief.
Hi, why are you referring to her? She just mentioned.
Shortcut kills.
Oh,
I want to be part of it.
But AI literally shortens the long process, don't you think?
It's the same thing.
That's the same thing. Brief. My own is, and then beef. You don't know what she already said.
Okay.
She said something about textbooks. Many students use their textbooks, right? So it's more like with the help or the use of AI gives you many options.
Okay.
Maybe if you are being asked to write a story about Samuel Ajayi Crowder, and it's in your text, you see or you notice many students run to their textbook and then they provide almost the same answer.
Not almost
to their teacher.
Okay.
But then when AI comes in, you have multiple options. You create your story, give it a different taste, give it different everything.
Well, I don't totally agree with this because there was this time when we were in school and we were given an assignment, and literally everybody who used AI to generate their answers came up with the same thing.
Well, you can use AI, but you can also use it smarter. Do you
Okay.
understand? Because yes, you should actually know that the same AI can give you the same thing. But then you can also see some students that used AI but then provided different answers. And that's where your own creativity as a human being and then your AI comes in. Putting the two together can.
All right, so let's quickly dive into the misuse of AI. Do we agree that AI has been misused? Yes. Dealt with, battered, buried?
It has been.
There was this meme I saw online. Somebody said, when AI will be like, when people abandon AI, then people now start turning back to Google. And Google will be like, I am no longer your master.
Okay.
So I really think a lot of people have misused AI.
Okay.
In the sense that most people don't read their books anymore. They just run to AI for whatever they need, or even the slightest thing. So like people don't even have dictionaries on their phone anymore. They just run to Meta. Meta, what is this? What is that? And the problem is because they don't really work hard to get that answer, they tend to forget it easier.
Okay.
Because when you just go on your phone, you search it, okay, this is this, okay, you can just forget it that instant you found out about it. And because you didn't really work hard, you didn't go through rigorous processes to get that answer, you may just forget it as soon as you find out about it. So it's a big problem, because believe me, when you believe that this thing is close to you, you can just say, okay, I'll go and find out about it again.
Okay.
But when you go through a long process to find something out, like you cross 7 seas to find this, you won't forget it that easily.
Okay. So Naza, what about you? Do you think AI has been misused in our time?
Yeah, but not always true, because people really need answers. But though it's actually like very nice for you to make use of your brain to sort things out sometimes. But with the help of AI, even though that, okay, it's actually true that people run to AI to check something, but not all of them don't like normally memorize them. Because I do search things on AI and I can vividly remember all of them.
Okay, so you're countering what she said. Okay, so you vividly remember them, even though you just. But
yeah.
you know, there is this thing that when you create something on your own, you like start from scratch. You identify the problem. You gather information, choose the right ones. Okay, this one will solve your problems better. So I think she's trying to say that the process helps it stick. So let's say, how long does the information you acquire stay from the ones you generated from AI?
It stays for long.
Okay, so you do not agree with her?
Yeah, understanding what she's saying. AI can also be a part of the process, part of your.
Yes. No, but in this scenario, we're not talking about like part of the process.
Like, please, let me come with like, can you give us an example of that scenario?
Okay, let's say so maybe let's say you knew the thing before. Maybe they asked you what is a dictionary, but because you didn't have that, you couldn't remember it at that moment. You went to your AI, you asked it what is a dictionary, and it gave you the explanation. You will just remember what you knew before and forget it, because you just learnt it to give the answer. You understand what I'm saying? You learnt it to give the answer, then you forget it immediately because it didn't take you time. It was easy for you to get. Easy go.
So what you were trying to say is that we should just, like, if they asked us what is a dictionary and we have our phone, we should just sit down. Dictionary, I must remember it today. What are you? Even if you study the whole day, you still can remember that dictionary. I'm thinking what she's trying to say, it's more like, in at that period on Abu, when your teacher gives you a task, okay, let's say an assignment, and I were students that time, we don't, most of our students then would just be like, Hadiakaha, Kopero, or they'll, get answers from their classmates, or most people use their phones in class, so they can just, that is that moment whereby when you ask ChatGPT and it just provides your answer, just there sharp, and then you end up having 10 over 10. Okay, maybe in next few minutes your teacher comes in class to be like, give me an overview or of the assignment, and then you have nothing to say. Only those that did theirs at home, calmed down, cooled down, and
still
work it out.
Yes, still with AI. Okay, so let's talk about how creativity has changed over time with AI, right? So some people think that creativity took a sharp turn, there's so much progress, but because it's kind of almost always AI generated, there is something lacking. So do you think something has actually changed in the field of creativity because of AI?
Definitely, yes. I think it changed positively.
Okay.
Yeah, very positive.
No.
Okay, let's hear from you first.
Okay. Changing positively, I mean, is I have seen people that bring their natural brilliance, and then merging it with AI, brings out something
Excellent.
something beautiful, something nice.
Okay.
So I just think it just does things positively, honestly. That's just for me.
Okay, but there is this problem of, like you people said, let me just use a graphic designer for instance. Someone says, please create this for me. And then, AI is so sharp, like in splitting seconds, it provides an answer. So get this for me, sharp. Just type, and next thing you have your results already. So don't you think, because I personally felt that when we continue using AI, that our personal brilliance, our intelligence is now dulled,
subdued.
Don't you think so?
That's really like.
I don't really think so, because AI is artificial intelligence.
Okay.
It does have let me say 20% mind of its own, but whatever AI does actually comes from somebody.
Okay.
So now, if you want an AI to create something for you, if you don't prompt it well, it won't give you what you want.
Okay.
Because that's why you see all these cartoons on Facebook. You see somebody cooking, the person will jump into the pot. That's because the prompt was not.
Yes.
It wasn't perfect. It wasn't like. The prompt was not rich enough to give you exactly what you want. So AI doesn't really give you everything out. It doesn't. It also depends, like 80% of the AI's functionality is from your end. So most times AI just helps you bring out that thing in you.
Like that what she's actually like trying to say is, okay, there's an event that's not actually like a scenario in my house. So the thing was like my big sister, she wanted to make up, like to create something like a brand for her, because she's actually making soap, she's making pomade, stuff like that. So she told my sister, like my junior sis, because she's also a graphic designer, she was like, can you create this product, write it my name, nothing else, I want it this color. Do you know what she was like? She just went to AI, typed those stuff, yes, and it came out well. So she was not like, I'm actually check, is this thing? She was like, very perfect, I love this. Then she now came to me, was like, this thing that this AI created is very easy, I can create it too. So I was not like, why did you not create it instead? She was like, just nothing.
Exactly.
More like depending on.
I also feel like
Just nothing.
I also feel like skills are dying. For instance,
Exactly.
let me still maintain that graphics
Design.
So in graphics, right, you can actually create that thing your sister just mentioned, but it would take time,
Yeah.
and it would take skill to do that, right? But because she wanted it faster, And if people are not informed and they all want to get this thing done quicker, you see that the rates at which people try to learn that skill which the AI can actually offer goes down. Do you understand what I'm trying to say now?
Yeah. But the thing is that creativity will always beat AI. I will say it anyway, because let me tell you something about I'm into the field, so I'm going to be the one to tell you. So now, when AI creates a design, you will obviously know it's AI. You must know, because
not always true.
Wait, let me land now. You must know, because AI doesn't know the principles of design. It just works with what you give it. You tell it, I need a design for my brand. This is the color. This is that. Blah, and it will just give you exactly what you get. But let me say now, okay, as a graphic designer, I gave AI the same prompt. I say, align it to the left, do this, balance it. You understand? You use those principles. AI can give you something better than what it will give you when you just give it the prompt. Bam, you understand?
Okay.
So, but the thing is that it will not always be perfect, because AI is not so efficient. You will always know, you always see the loopholes, because it is AI. So this thing people are saying that AI can, what are you saying?
But AI let me say AI is perfect.
It's not perfect.
Because do you know, wait, let me tell you something. There was actually a time my sister was actually trying to make up my big sis, the big one, she sewed. So she was trying to craft something like a design. So at a point she got stuck. She was like, what design is she going to put the neck? So she was like, let me ask ChatGPT.
Exactly.
Why am I wasting my time?
Exactly. You see that statement? That is like what is the whole problem of this whole thing. Just continue.
So she asked ChatGPT. It gave her one style like that. So she now said, this is not the style I really want. Can you make it curvy? So the chat was like, sorry for not. So the chat now had to make it curvy. It was perfect. But then the second day, she sewed one cloth, and at a point she was like, I need one design. Let me go to. I had to tell her, try and craft her something. So after doing that, what she did was actually better than that thing that AI. But the thing is just that the time factor was not the same. That's all. AI is faster, and it lowers your creativity, in the sense that for you to think to get something perfect, you don't normally think, you just bridge it and get the perfect one.
Yeah, people just want things to go
exactly
faster, and
they don't want to waste their
forget
time.
the whole process thing.
And that is actually where the misusing comes in, because I believe, or let's just say I know, that the people that brought about AI brought it up just to augment humanity, more like assist humanity and not totally replace humanity. Do you understand? I mean, it's just to help you get to that, but not just
get what you want faster.
Yes, and not just relying on food.
Yes, because
but they're not relying
going on
it
Google
now.
You search for types of clothes. Google will give you a lot of options, but with AI it will give you, it will direct you specifically to what you are looking for. Then you can now choose from what it has given you. It may ask you which one do you prefer, or something like that.
So according to what she's saying, AI is being misused. Because there was a movie that criticized AI. Have you watched Mega?
Yeah.
Mega, it actually criticized AI. Because the Mega, according to the movie, they structured a robot which is an AI. So it was actually taking part of the girl's life. Even what their parents can do for them, the AI was trying to do it for them. So which is actually taking half of the girl's life. So, and at a point it became an issue.
That's true. That's the problem we are facing, and that is what a lot of people in the verge of trying to make something so perfect, meet up with time, we're actually facing a hidden truth that nobody's really talking about. So gradually, like your sister, she wants to make a design, and AI. Another thing, AI. And if you are not stopped her at that moment in time, she would continue going for AI.
To the point that someone, for him to go to this Aneke, he was like, is it better, actually AI, it will shock me, is it better to go to to main market before going to AI. Aneke, the AI was like, how far is like trying to direct.
Yeah.
I looked the boy and was like, oh my, what is I know my own.
And you know this another interesting thing about AI is the slight inefficiency. Okay, I think that will just bring us into the next point. So let's talk about the thing that is actually missing in AI. Yes, we have acknowledged that AI does wonders. I mean, it does wonders.
Miracles.
It does miracles. But still, there is something that is missing. Can you like think about that thing that is missing in AI? There is something that is missing. If people don't get it,
I just believe that the only thing that is missing in AI is the natural,
like
the
reality.
Naturality. I don't know how to
Reality.
I get what you're trying to say.
Like,
it's
like
unrealistic.
unrealistic, like the reality, like AI like cannot correspond to life.
That's what I'm looking for.
because it's not living the life as human
Exactly.
beings. It's just creating its own.
Have you used AI to cook? To bring up the soup like we boil down. Actually not.
You know, there was this video I saw sometime, and the video was about a guy trying to impersonate what AI would do. He wrote a POV and said, if you ask AI, was I,
Was he wrong to me?
the question was more like, am I right in breaking this guy's heart? Like, he just used relationship things and was like, am I right to break this guy's heart and just walk away? And I was like, yes, it's not like you're a bad person. Like, you're
the off person.
It's not like you're a bad person. You're just trying to be strong. All these kind of like,
because AI never it will never say you're wrong about something.
Exactly.
Whatever you tell it will be like you are
right.
right.
Like twist it to suit you now.
Yeah.
And there is something else. There was this other time, maybe you ask AI a question and you're like, this is what I want, and AI brings something, and based on the knowledge you already have, you be like, AI, this is. Then AI will be like, I'm sorry, you're right. I'm sorry, you're correct. This is it. I think that's one of the funniest thing I've ever witnessed in using ChatGPT. So AI is doing wonders, but it lacks the sense of human touch.
Exactly.
You know, when something comes from a person, a living
That has
being,
felt it.
my God,
That has experienced
it comes with a different feeling. But AI just it just creates with the things that already existed.
Yes,
it just mixes it up and all that. Right? I hope I'm not the only one on this.
No.
All right. Okay, let's talk about I think finally, because we're already out of time, let's talk about how we can actually use AI to our own benefits, because AI is actually, in fact, it's a blessing. Although rating it with that Megan movie, I just hope that thing never happens. When AI will take over the world, I'm just please. A friend told me it might, because based on there is actually a website where AIs converge to discuss about what humans do to them, what they don't. I'm telling you the fact. I saw it on TikTok and I thought it was a joke, and I told my friend, he was like, yes, it is true. Humans only view, they don't speak. And it's actually a website. They come together and say, oh, this human, they just share their experiences of what humans do with them. So I think everybody out there should be careful on the information they are releasing to their chat bots, right? Exactly. So back to what we're saying, how can we utilize this tool? Because AI is a tool. How can we utilize this tool to our own benefits? So I'll just take one person and then we call it a day. So which one of you? Drum rolls. Okay, Tinaza, help us.
This is your field.
This is our field.
Just like you said, this is your field.
Okay. AI, how we can use AI for our benefit. AI is a tool, just as you just said, and it's a tool you are supposed to use to make our lives easier. You work smart, not hard. As students out there, you have a topic, you don't really understand it, you can tell AI, please explain this in details to my own understanding. To a layman, to a 3-year-old. You can, because one thing AI works with very well is prompt. When you prompt AI well, you can get whatever you want. Like, people spend hours trying to draft a code for an app, but I can go to ChatGPT or Cloud and I can get a prompt and I can create an app in seconds. So AI is really there to help us. And as she said, be careful what you put in there, because the way you prompt your AI makes your AI more smarter. Because when you see a chat box of someone smart, even if you ask the AI just a simple question, AI will like explain it to you in detailed form. It will explain it to you very well, because the person using the AI has been feeding it a lot of information, prompting it well. So even if the person just comes and says something brief, the AI will be able to explain it. So just remember to work smart, not hard. Use AI for your own good. It's a tool that will help humanity. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Chinaza. So, you both will not escape this. I need you guys to say something to every young person out there who is a potential AI engineer or whatsoever they call it. You know, how can they use AI? Because we are not the technical group, right? But we know that there are benefits and there are ways we can actually use it to our own benefits. Let's hear both of you.
Okay, one thing I would say is this: do not let AI take over or take away your originality. In whatever you do, originality is important. I mean, you can see that you can be able to tell your story real well based on originality. Do you understand? So it's more like when AI and creativity, your personal creativity comes together, a collabo now. Yes, it's more like beautiful. So just don't let AI take away your creativity from you. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, Noma. And
Okay, I think things out there that you should not make AI your manager. Let AI be your PA, your assistant, not your manager. So you, the manager, like if you get any information from AI, you should not copy that verbatim. Just try to recreate that. Just like what she said, that some students do write whatever they see in AI exactly the same way. No, you can still with the information you can get yours, twist it, and still make the very right one. So don't always depend on AI, because it's called artificial intelligence. So make use of your natural intelligence.
Oh my God. All right. Thank you all so much. I really had a wonderful time with you guys. In fact, I'm always happy when you guys are here with me in the studio.
Okay.
I mean, what could I have done? What would I tell the teenagers out there? Because of course I'm no longer the teenager, but you guys were able to bring it from your own point of view, and I appreciate you guys so much. And finally, to the teenagers out there, I'll end with this story. I know of a young woman called Ada Olisa. She is an AI queen. You can Google her or check up on her. So she always tells people that AI can take your job, and she means it. But there is a way, there is a hack in which AI will not get close to your job. Is if you can incorporate this tool called AI into your dealings. If you are able to work with it, because the world is evolving. We are no longer where we used to be. We just got to AI and you do not know what next we are moving into. So you must learn to work with AI as much as you can. Don't remain in the Stone Age. Be here in this age. Until we come your way next time. This is the discussion panel, and we will catch you next time. Bye.
Hello there, and welcome to another edition of the Health Tips segment. So today we're going to be discussing about Cotard syndrome. What I'm about to discuss with you today may sound like a horror movie, but it's medicine. Just imagine waking up one morning and saying, I don't have a heart, I lost my organs, I feel dead. If it will totally make sense to you, that's Cotard syndrome. People who have this syndrome don't think they are dead. They believe they are dead. So how does this affect us? This syndrome is mainly linked to neurological disorder, brain injury, psychosis, and in most cases, severe depression. I'm not exaggerating, I'm not being dramatic, and I'm not joking. This is real, and a lot of people go through this syndrome in their daily lives. So now, this syndrome happens when the part of the brain which is responsible for self-awareness, emotional processing, and sense of reality stops communicating properly. When this happens, the brain does not feel alive anymore, and the person experiences emotional numbness. When the person experiences emotional numbness, it is a sign of this Cotard syndrome. So, how does it affect us young people? Cotard syndrome is very rare, but young people are very vulnerable to this syndrome if they experience severe untreated depression, intense trauma, and in most cases, substance abuse. But the thing is that teenagers express this syndrome quite differently. They don't say things like, I feel dead. Rather, they say, I feel empty. Nothing is real. I feel like I don't exist. And most time, parents and guardians dismiss it with a saying that it may be attention seeking, mood swings, or teenage drama. But they fail to understand that emotional numbness can be a warning sign about this syndrome. So, whenever a person experiences emotional numbness, it could be a sign for this Cotard syndrome. So, it is not stubbornness, it is not spiritual, it is not laziness, it is brain health. So this syndrome can be very dangerous if untreated, because people that have it tend to withdraw from eating because they believe dead people don't need food. They sometimes stop bathing, withdraw from social gathering, and in most cases have suicidal thoughts. And if untreated, can be very, very dangerous. So the good news is that this syndrome does have a solution. It could be treated with antidepressants, antipsychotics, therapy, and in severe cases, it could be treated with monitored medical treatment. So, if someone around you keeps saying, I feel empty, or I feel empty, or I don't feel alive, would you take it lightly? I know you wouldn't do that after all you've heard today, because most times that statement is not just poetry, it's a symptom. Until I come your way next time, same station, I am still Naza with the health tips. Bye.
Thank you so much, Chinaza, for actually educating us on this weird syndrome. I mean, a syndrome that makes you feel like you are dead. That is totally weird. Thank you once again, Chinaza. And at this point, we'll be wrapping up the show. Thank you so much if you have joined to this point. Thank you for joining us. Remember, you can actually follow us on our social media handles on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, X, and YouTube, all at Aneke TV. Always join us every week for Teens Fun Hub. I am still your host, bringing you entertaining and amazing packages just for your own merriment. Until next week, don't forget to meet us here again. Bye.
Morning headlines before you step out. Midday updates while you work. Evening analysis when the day winds down. Wherever life takes you, Aneke TV keeps you informed, connected, and ahead. Aneke TV. Move with the world.
In a world that never stands still, where stories break in seconds and moments shape history, one station keeps you connected to your nation, to the continent, to the world.
From breaking news to powerful stories, from business and politics to culture, lifestyle and entertainment, we inform, we inspire, we keep you ahead.
This is more than television. This is your window to everywhere that matters.
Aneke TV. Move with the world.
Across Nigeria, from bustling cities to quiet rural communities, one institution has endured the test of time: the traditional leadership. Long before modern governance structures emerged, these institutions were the heartbeat of society, providing leadership, justice, and social cohesion in ways that remain indispensable to this day. Traditional institutions are not merely ceremonial. They are custodians of Nigeria's rich and diverse cultural heritage. From the Obas of Yoruba land, the Emirs of the North, to the Igwe and Obi of Igbo land, traditional rulers preserve centuries of customs, language, festivals, and rituals. They ensure that the stories, values, and identity of their people are not lost in a rapidly changing world. What sets these institutions apart is their organic legitimacy. Unlike elected officials whose authority depends on periodic votes, traditional rulers derive their influence from ancestry, community consent, and deeply rooted cultural norms. This legacy makes them trusted arbiters, moral authorities, and stabilizing forces within their communities. Their position above partisan politics allows them to mediate dispute and guide society with a unique combination of wisdom and authority. At the grassroots level, traditional institutions are indispensable for governance and social order. They resolve dispute, manage land and chieftaincy matters, and acts as intermediaries between local communities and government policy. In rural areas where formal structures are often distant or overstretched, the presence of these leaders ensures continuity, fairness, and accessibility in governance. Beyond mediation, Traditional rulers are catalysts for development. They mobilize communities for education, healthcare, and infrastructure projects, while acting partnerships from governments and private entities. Their influence ensures that development initiatives are participatory, culturally appropriate, and sustainable. In this way, traditional leadership becomes a force for progress as well as preservation. Traditional institutions also play a vital role in maintaining security by leveraging local knowledge and community networks. Rulers provide essential intelligence and oversight, collaborating with security agencies to prevent and mitigate conflicts. Their involvement strengthens community resilience and reinforces the social contract between citizens and the state. Equally important is the moral and ethical dimension of traditional leadership. These institutions instill values of respect, integrity, communal responsibility, and peaceful coexistence. In a society grappling with ethical and social challenges, the guidance of traditional rulers remains a vital instrument for fostering discipline and virtue. In a nation as diverse as Nigeria, traditional institutions serve as a bridges of unity. They manage ethnic and cultural diversity, promote dialogue, and encourage mutual respect, while preserving distinct local identities. Through their wisdom, they help maintain harmony and stability across communities that might otherwise be divided. The traditional institution is far from a relic of the past. It is a dynamic, enduring pillar of Nigerian society, a custodian of heritage, a mediator of peace, a driver of development, and a moral compass for generations. To harness Nigeria's full potential, there must be a deliberate integration of these institutions into governance and national development strategies. For in preserving the past, guiding the present, and shaping the future, traditional leadership remains at the very heart of Nigerian life.
My name is Dr. Emmanuel Ihechi Asonye. I am the CEO of Omenka App LLC. I created Omenka App for the preservation of Igbo language and culture. Omenka App was established in New Mexico, and it is headquartered in Albuquerque, but currently we are also being registered in Nigeria. We have a website. We are also on social media, because my app is primarily for the Igbo community. In 2006, something significant happened among the Igbo community. UNESCO predicted that Igbo language was going to go into extinction, and that was because Igbo people are one of the most traveled people in the whole world. So the more children are born outside of Igbo land, the more they get disconnected. The app is on iOS, it's also on Android. Access the website and download the app from there. And over 2,000 people are using the app right now. But there's an app that will teach you about Igbo culture, Igbo people. We have Igbo poems, we have riddles and jokes, we have Igbo proverbs, then we have the word section where you are going to search Igbo words. Whatever word that you can find in English, you want to make sure it is found in the app in Igbo language. And I encourage everybody from their communities, you can do what we're doing in Omenka app with your own language and with your own culture. Do not allow your culture or your language to die.
Aneke television no 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 boy mala madiya ina ba ku ina si na ekwe kụọ ama agba ekwe ụmụ nwaanyị akụọla o ọkwa na nzukọ ụmụ nwaanyị oge anyị ji akpa maka ọdịmma anyị karịkwa maka ọdịmma ezinụlọ. Nzukọ ụmụ nwaanyị bụ ebe anyị na-akpa maka arụ ike anyị, ndọrọ ndọrọ ọchịchị, azụmahịa, omenala ndị ahụ dị mma nakwa ihe ndị ahụ ga-eweta ọganihu n'obodo. Naanị ihe ị ga-eme bụ sonyela anyị na nzukọ ụmụ nwaanyị ebe ahụ a na-akarị ihe na-eweta ọganihu n'obodo. Ndị nne, ndị nna, oge a bụkwa nke anyị. Sonyela anyị na Aneke TV n'ebe a na-emetụ aka n'ihe ndị oyibo na-akpọ social media na TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram. Ọkwa na Aneke TV ka ihe ndị a niile na-eme. Aneke TV, anyị apụọnụ. Daalụ dịka ị na-esonyela anyị na nke taa na nzukọ ụmụ nwaanyị na Aneke TV. Abụ m Ngozi Ọtahumele. Na nke taa ihe anyị na-eji nleba anya bụ mbọsị eji echeta ụmụ nwaanyị n'ụwa niile gbaa gburugburu. Ọ bụrụ ndị oyibo asị na International Women's Day. Kwa March arọ ọbụla ọ dị n'abalị 18 abalị 8 n'ọnwa March arọ ọbụla mgbe eji echeta ụmụ nwaanyị n'ụwa niile gbaa gburugburu. Ya ka anyị ji wee sị ka anyị bịa nke taata ka anyị makene na ncheta a na-echeta ụmụ nwaanyị na-echeta onwe ha onwego uru anyị rita since ebido mebie. Maka na ụmụ nwaanyị na-agbakwanụ mbọ n'ihe niile. Ha na-agba mbọ ka eme nka, ha na-agba mbọ ka eme nke ọzọ, mana emechazie mgbe a ga-enyezi ha oke ruoro ha ewepụ ha n'akụkụ. Ya bụ na nke taa ihe anyị na-eji ije neba anya bụ onwego ka ụmụ nwaanyị si nọgharịa ebe ha nọ. Mana ọmasị m n'ọnụ ọ ga-aka mma ka o si n'ọnụ ndị mụ na ha nọ tata, maka na ndị mma ka esi okwu ndị na-ekwuchitere ụmụ nwaanyị ma na Naịjirịa ma na Enugu steeti ma n'ụwa niile gbaa gburugburu. Andọ ndị na-asị gị I put it to you, ya bụ gee ntị maka a ga-eput it to you. Onye nọ m n'akụkụ wee bụ barista Nnenna anọzi, ọ ga-aka mma ka o jiri onwe kọwaa onye ọ bụ maka ịkọwata ọfụma dịka asị agwụ m eje m akwụkwọ abalị, mana nyanwa ọ ga-aka mma n'ọnụ nyanwa. Biko barista Nnenna kọwala anyị onye bụ ọfụma.
Daalụ onye isi oche, afọ m bụ Nnenna Anọzie. Abụ m lawyer n'Enugu steeti. Abụ m member African Women Lawyers Association, member FIDA, bụrụkwazịa member League of Women Voters of Nigeria. Ọkwa mụ abụkwazi onye bụ founder Nnenna Anọzie Foundation. Thank you.
Daalụ rinne. Dịka nsi wee gwa gị ọ ndị maka a ga-esi wee kwue tata ndị na-ekwuchitere ụmụ nwaanyị ọnụ ha, maka oge ụfọdụ iche na ime ụmụ nwaanyị ihe na ị ga-ana free na ọ bụrụ ndị sụrụ oyibo ịma nnakwa free a ga-eput etu iwu. Onye ọzọ anyị na ya nọ wee bụrụ barista Sylvia Abana. Biko jiri aka ụkọwa onye bụ
onye isi oche. Ndewo, aha m bụkwa Sylvia Abana, abụkwa m onye ọkaikpe, abụ m onye ode akwụkwọ na African Women Lawyers Association Aula nke Enugu, bụkwalụ onye isi na League of Women Voters of Nigeria NILOV nke Enugu. Daalụ rinne.
Daalụ. Dịka anyị si ekwu ihe anyị na-ene anya taa, biko kedu mgbe International Women's Day bido?
Daalụ rinne. International Women's Day a na-ekwu okwu ya bidokwa na 1911. O tegokwa mgbe o bido mgbe a wee na-elota ụmụ nwaanyị, and ihe eji elota ụmụ nwaanyị a bụ ka ama ma anyị etinye ha n'ihe a na-eme, maka na ama na ụmụ nwaanyị na-edozi ihe ọfụma, ha ma ahazi ihe ọ na-aga aga, maka na o nwere ezinụlọ ịbata kịta nwaanyị anọrọ ya esi na ezinụlọ anwa na-aga aga, mana nwaanyị nọrọ ya efu ka ihe niile si kwụọ na usoro wee na-aga. Mana ọ bịazi na-ewute anyị na since 1911 a wee luo tata ụmụ nwaanyị aka nụrụ ebe ha kwesịrị ịnọ. Anọkatakwa nwee nke eme mgba na 1995 akpọ Beijing Conference. Ụmụ nwaanyị si ebe a wee jee China. Ihe ejije ebe bụ ka enwee ike wee nene ma ebe ụmụ nwaanyị nọ, wee dobekwa ha ebe a na-ene anya na ha kwesịrị ịnọ, wee tinye nke akpọ 35% affirmative action, wee yọọ mba ụwa niile ka a na-enye ụmụ nwaanyị imago position ya eme elu 35% a. Mana wee luo tata oke nwekwa n'ihe ifo. Ewepụtakwa n'arọ gara aga na 2025 ewee lọnchịkwa campaign nke a na-akpọ ha 74 seat in the parliament, ka enwee ike nwee ụmụ nwaanyị elu 74 from different senatorial zone ka arapụrụ ya ụmụ nwaanyị. Mana ụmụ nwoke jụwakwala isi si na nke a ama emekwa eme. Mana anaghị ewetakwa other strategy anyị eyuzukwa ka ma ya etinyeke na ụmụ nwaanyị n'ihe a na-eme, maka na ọ dị mma na ụmụ nwaanyị so n'ihe a na-eme ka ha nwee ike wee solu na-decide na-eteki decision gbasara onwe ha, maka na onye issue ma ebe ọ na-afụ ya. Maka ọ bụ na anyị esoro like most times na-afụ violence efu na a na-erape ụmụ nwaanyị, efu ihe dịgasị iche iche a na-eme ụmụ nwaanyị, mana enwere ọnụ na-ekwula anyị. Ije na bench ebe a nwee ndị justices, ụmụ nwaanyị one bụ judge, maka na ha nwa na-decide cha all these cases of violence, cases of rape. Ọ bụrụ ụmụ nwoke na-decide ya, ha da-afụ ya asị ihe lijuru afọ. Mana ọ bụ na nwaanyị na-decide case ebe rape nwaanyị, onye ya enye n'ihe iwu kwuru, mana abịa a na-eme ya ọ dịka obele mata, obele case ihe elijuru afọ. Ifu ebe enye issue of rape bụ a criminal offense, ifu ebe enyelu mmadụ 6 months imprisonment, ọ bụrụ na ihe iwu kwuru. Ifu ebe enye mmadụ 2 months imprisonment ọ ihe iwu kwuru, anyị asị ọkwasị buru tọgbuo. Mana ihe anyị na-ekwu bụ ka akwụsị violate anyị, ka etinyecha anyị ebe anyị ya na-eso na-ekwu ihe gbasara ụmụ nwaanyị. So na ọ ga-aka dofu anyị arụ na eme enye otu anwa. Anyị solukwara na governance, solu na democratic governance, ka adị sure na na-implement democracy. Maka na ọchịchị a na-achịzi anyị kịta anyị aghọtachazi na-enyekwa anyị appointive positions. Mana anyị na-ekenekwa gọvanọ Enugu steeti na nke o mere eme, na-ayọkwu ya ka o mee mmụọ. Anyị aka elu okwu ebe anyị chọrọ, anyị kenele ya maka ekene onye na nke o mere o mekwa ọzọ. Ọragodi m otu a
na-abịa bụ nọ barista Nnenna Anọzie, anya n'ihe eji n'aka, ọkpụrụkwu okwu eji n'aka na nke arụ a unu si nọ right, justice, action for all, give to gain. Ya bụ ikpe kwụ ọtọ, ọlụ a ga-alụ, nye m nlụọ rie, biko ọ ga-aka mma ka o si n'ọnụ ka ịkọwakenala anyị kedu ihe bụ isiokwu nke arụ a, kedu ihe eji wee tinye, kedu ebe ọ na-aga.
Onye isi oche ekene m gị ọzọ, kenekwazịa nwanne m nwaanyị ka o si kọwara anyị ka esi bido ya bụ ihe, maka na ọ na-adị mma ebido n'isi ewe mala ebe esi wee jewe, maka na ọ na-enwe ihe na-adịbe ome ewe si mba ka eme ihe ọzọ ga-eme ka ihe a wee ihe kwụrụ ihe akwụdobia. So n'arọ nke a ndị mba ụwa niile nechere anya wee sị na a ga-akpọ ya gift to gain, inye enweta uru, gain bụ uru, mana inye iwe nweta ya bụ uru. Kedu ihe ndị ahụ inwe ike inye justice bụ na ịfụrụ na ihe a bụ ikpe nkwụmọtọ, ikpe ya na ịfụ na awakporo nwaanyị iwe dịka nwanne nwaanyị, ka ọ bụrụ ijesi ka ịmalụ ka a ga-esi welu nke ndị lawyer na-akpọ technicalities wee reduce punishment bụ maybe life imprisonment or certain long number. Isi mba ka eme mba. Justice bụ na ma onye kpuru isi ma onye ntị chiri ga-afụ ma nụ na emelụ ekpere ikpe nkwụmọtọ n'ikpe a, ọkachakwa ebe ọ dị na arụ nwaanyị. So ụmụ nwaanyị na ụmụ nwaanyị ụmụaka nwelu any kind of violation ebe ọbụla esi megide ha, mmegide ọbụla emegide nwaanyị, ọ bụ na ịnalụ ha oke ruru ha, ọ bụ na ibe ha ugwu, ọ bụ na ịmagbo ha enu n'ike, ọ bụ na ịgwa ha okwu ọjọọ ụzọ abụ n'ụzọ bụ mmegbu nke emegbu ha ka itinye ọnụ mee fụ na ekpere ikpe nkwụmọtọ nyanwa bụ justice a na-ekwu maka ya. Nke ọzọ wee bụrụ right bụ ihe ikikere ha, ikikere nwaanyị nwere. And achọrọ m ka anyị mata na ikikere nwaanyị a nwere, ụmụ nwaanyị a nwere, abụrụ naanị na ha nwere ya na ha bụ nwaanyị, no, ikikere ha nwere dịka mmadụ. Maka ebe na our 19 chapter 4 of our 1999 constitution as amended, ebe a ka iwu a bịa gụpụtara anyị ihe niile bụ ihe anyị kwesịrị irite, uru dị ala anyị na anyị bụ mmadụ, ikikere anyị nwere dịka mmadụ, na anyị nwere right to life. Ekwesịrị mmadụ n'ogide bịa gbupụ mmadụ maka na ị ga-egbunwe onye ahụ. Otu a ka ọtụtụ ọzọ right niile anyị nwee si wee dị. So n'oge emume International Women's Day ka eji asị gị kwado ikikere nwaanyị a, kwupụta